Hello everybody.
Welcome to our first Yakety Yak Tom Talks Back vlog. As it's the first one, we wanted to let you understand where Tom came into the story. So I'm going to ask Tom some questions and get him to explain his side. So Thomas, can you explain to our lovely followers how we met and how you came into mine, Kira's and Aaron's lives?
Well, to start off, me and Joanne met in Spain in 2004.
I was only 14. Nothing happened. Nothing happened.
Definitely not. And I was 16, 17. We got talking on holiday, really liked each other. Stayed in contact for quite a while, and because we were just kids,
it fizzled out.
It fizzled out, and we ended up falling out. You know, just kid stuff, really, wasn't it?
I went on to have my troubled childhood, and then had Kira at the age of 18, and very quickly fell pregnant with Aaron, and had him when I was 19. So there's literally 10 months to the day between Kira and Aaron. I was extremely poorly. My dad pretty much took on everything, and at the time I'd literally just lost my brother as well, so it was a very hard time for me. I was a single parent. Obviously you know a little bit about Aaron's story. I was a single mum, and me and Tom, there was always that connection there, and I always questioned and wanted to get back in touch with him. And what I didn't know was that he was looking for me as well.
You were searching for me, I was searching for you.
You messaged a few people, didn't you?
I messaged a few people because Facebook were only just a thing.
Yeah.
Not many people had profile pictures, and so I was messaging.
He was searching for Joe Scott instead of Joanne Scott.
So I didn't know if he used Joe for sure.
And then just by chance one day, you know, MSN was such a big thing back when we were kids, and that is how we communicated a lot. And all of us, one day I'm just checking on Facebook and it come up, do I want to add my MSN contacts? I was like, go on then. And there's Tom's picture. My heart done a bit of a skip, and I messaged him. I was a bit of a stalker, wasn't I? I was. Like, he never used Facebook that often. I didn't know that. I just thought that he was avoiding us.
No, I didn't use it that often.
So I was messaging you loads.
I still don't use it that often, to be fair.
And then stalker alert asked, I messaged his sister, because I got on really well with his sisters. And then I messaged his sister, being a bit of a stalker. And then a couple of days later, he just pinged up, didn't you? And we started messaging.
Not like literally, I didn't just
ping, yeah.
I didn't just do that.
He just showed up in my inbox, and I was like, oh my god. And he's like, is that you? I'm like, well, yeah, it's me. Last time I checked. But when we started talking, I didn't want to lead you on in any way, did I?
No.
Because for me, I came as a package with the kids, and I know not many men take on 2 kids, let alone 2 kids with health issues. So I told you straight away, didn't I? We swapped numbers, and I rang you, didn't I?
Yeah.
And I told him everything about the kids, literally, like everything everything that had happened, to fill in the gaps from the last time we ever spoke to me having poorly children and having bad relationships. I told him everything, and that must have been hard to hear on the phone.
Definitely. But for some crazy reason it didn't put me off.
Yeah, we stayed in contact from, it was like June 2010, and obviously for me, I couldn't go and see him I lived in Newcastle, he lived in South Yorkshire.
Bearing in mind I've not passed my test at that point.
Yeah, so I couldn't go and see him because the kids' health
Guess what?
and
Look.
the kids' health issues and
Yakety Tom talks back.
Aaron had a lot of machines and there's no way that I could have managed that
Well done.
on my own
Well done.
to go and travel and see Tom. So
You two go and play while we do this, okay?
yeah, we
Just-
Why?
arranged just while we do
It's
a
a
little.
family channel.
Yeah, but
It
just-
is, but we're just doing the first Yak Tom Talks Back vlog.
This is my costume.
Wait. Right, go and play. Go kids. So we
Come on,
arranged for you
Go
to
on.
come and see me
Go
and
and
the
play.
kids.
I'll play.
Go on, where we'll do this in. We'll be done in a few minutes. Good lad. We arranged for Tom to come and visit me and the kids in August 2010. You were thrown in at the deep end, weren't you?
Well, I
Big
need to
time.
drink back
Yeah,
why
just a
I'm
little
still
bit.
down here.
You travelled with Nan and Grandad, didn't you?
I travelled with my nan and granddad in August 2010.
Met me dad.
Yeah.
I wasn't there. I was at the shop. He got there a little bit earlier. At that point, the kid's biological dad was seeing the kids at my house, so I was at my dad's.
Leave it there.
So he had the kids for a couple of hours, right? And you got there early. Met me dad. You were like in his boxers, wasn't he? Come out in his boxers.
No, I think you just...
He had he was either in his boxers or his shorts because my dad never really, he was always just in shorts or boxers.
Yeah.
So he met my dad, were waiting for me, and we had a little reunion, didn't we?
Yeah.
And then that night, my dad dropped me off to go and take over from the biological father. And because of the kind of relationship I had with my ex, Tom didn't come in to meet him because it would have made things very, very awkward. So my dad took you for a drive, didn't he? And then once he had left, Tom come in and met Kira and Aaron. What were your initial thoughts?
I just fell in love with him straight away.
You know Aaron had his trackie and you knew about it. You didn't really know what a trackie was, did you, at the time?
I'd never really... I'd seen him before, but I'd never really known
And I sent you
what
a
they were called.
photo, didn't I?
Yeah.
But that every night I used to have to take Aaron's trackie out to put a clean one in, so he had fresh airways every night in bed. And for anybody to see that happen, it is heartbreaking. I won't lie to you. My dad, when he first saw it, he walked out the hospital a broken man. And you had to watch me do that the day you met them.
Yeah. And it was...
I think you cried, didn't you?
Oh, it was...
Yum.
Go on, go on.
Go on,
Go on.
Wild Daddy talk.
Do as you're told. Do as you're told. Do as you're told.
Go on. Wild Daddy talks. I think you cried, didn't you?
Yeah. Yeah. It was really, really emotional, obviously.
Seeing Aaron was 5 months old, he was like a defenceless little thing.
How?
He was just tiny.
Natal couldn't...
And seeing, I think I'd been used to it, and I think I forget how emotional it was for me to see. But from your point of view, as somebody who would just come into their life and met these kids who just stole your heart, what did you think? Did you think, frig this?
No. Never. Never.
You decided that day to get drunk, didn't you?
I knew there and then that...
Aaron! I'm not allowed to eat upstairs.
Shh, you two.
Go.
Come on.
Go on.
Aaron.
Why?
Or be quiet.
What am I doing?
Aaron.
But you've got to be quiet then.
You putting us off. This is one video.
Then you can be in any of them. Go on. lush.
Hooray!
Go on.
Santa's coming with.
No, he's not. No, he's not. He doesn't want to.
I'll take your Alexa.
Stop.
I'm going to take your Alexa out your bedroom.
No.
Oh,
Santa,
threats.
Santa, come on, boy. Come on.
No, he doesn't want to. He wants to stay with his mum.
No, I want to
Yeah,
stay with
just
me.
Aaron, do as you're
5
told.
minutes.
Watch the vlog.
Oh my God, crazy life. Crazy life. So, you decided to get trained from that day, didn't you?
Yeah, I decided that, and I wanted to be a part of their lives so much. It's like, even though we were only kids when we were kind of together,
Yeah.
and then we lost contact and everything, I always thought about you, and I wanted to be back with you one day, and the day the day I finally met you again, and
It just clicked. It was.
Since kids, I knew there and then that that's what I wanted.
That's where you were meant to be.
That's where I was meant to be. That's what I wanted for the rest of my life. I thought I've always wanted to be with you, and then I fell in love with kids straight away, and I just knew it had to be.
Things were volatile with the kids' dad, and he wasn't really around. And you really, really, really stepped up to the plate. Like 2 days, the first day meeting Aaron, he had to watch a tractor change. That was heartbreaking. 2 days after meeting the kids, he had to come to hospital and watch Kira be put to sleep in my arms to have some tests for her epilepsy, which was horrific. She woke up halfway through, didn't she?
Yeah.
And I had to climb into the machine with her. She was in an MRI scanner thing, and I had to climb in with her and pin her down. And that has got to be soul destroying, because she didn't understand what was going on at all. She was, 15-month-old?
Something like that.
We fell into a family unit immediately, didn't we?
Yeah, there were no
dating.
There were no date nights or anything like that when we first got together.
It was all family orientated, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
But when you had to leave to go home, knowing that I was then going to struggle with the kids. I've done it, and don't get us wrong, I done it and I managed.
And you had your dad.
But I had me dad, and I can't thank me dad enough. But it was a big ask. Do you know what I mean? Me dad had his own life, and it was a big ask. Me dad had to be there with me pretty much all the time. Not 24/7, but bathing and stuff like that. I needed help. I couldn't go and have a bath without somebody being in the house to look after the kids. And there was hospital appointments that you couldn't be there for.
Mm-hmm.
But immediately, he wanted to know more than what the biological dad wanted to know. And from the beginning, it was up to the kids what they called Tom. I never encouraged anything. It was up, the kids made their own choice. And when the biological dad decided to become aggressive and threaten us as a family unit, we made the decision to keep him away from Kira and Aaron because he threatened to hurt them. And that made you mad, very mad,
I think
didn't
it'd make any person with an ounce of decency mad.
I think if we didn't have the kids, you would have kicked off big time. But because the kids needed a dad figure, you stayed calm, didn't you?
I needed to do the right thing by joining kids.
And it were the kids that decided to call Tom dad. We got engaged quite quick. A lot of people said that it was too quick. You proposed in October 2010. We'd not been together long, and he moved in November 2010.
We did.
But we knew,
didn't
we?
We did do stuff quick. We didn't wait around, but we did. We knew. We
knew what we wanted from life. We knew what we wanted, and from then, Tom you were so hands-on. Night feeds. everything. The moment you got trained to do it, what that first trachea change, suctioning was a bit of a scary thing in case you went down too far, but that first trachea change, how did you feel?
It was really mixed emotions. Like, it was very scary, because obviously I had
His life in your hands.
I had his life in my hands, and but at the same time,
I'm immensely proud of you.
At the same time, I was proud of myself, and it was really rewarding as well, knowing that I was helping keep that
Little boy alive,
little boy alive, exactly.
Kira's first seizure rips you apart, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Every seizure.
Every seizure rips me apart, but
You're in autopilot immediately, and from then you were there for that first walking, first talking, everything, weren't you? You've never missed a part of their life.
Mm-hmm.
From being in their life, you've never missed a part. Hospitals, when I felt pregnant with Leila, we knew that we wanted to have another baby, didn't we? We wanted to finish our family off. But it was scary because of how poorly I get during pregnancy. Every pregnancy I've had, I had hyperemesis gravidarum, which means you're excessively sick the full pregnancy. I couldn't eat or drink at all, and I was in hospital on a drip. And that was a massive decision, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Knowing that you would have to look after 2 kids while I'm in hospital. And that was heartbreaking. I did come home, and I'd have a few days at home, and then I'd be back in. And we were moving at the same time, weren't we?
Yeah,
we decided to move here.
I was looking after you, both the
2 kids.
Whilst packing a house, ready to move from Durham
to Barnsley.
That's the one. Yeah, we both forgot we were there.
But you done it, and it was a constant scare, knowing that there's a chance that I could have another poorly child. There was one point where I didn't feel any kicks for a while and no movements, and my brother was here to stay, wasn't he? And I got sent to hospital and they couldn't find a heartbeat, and my brother was like, well, what does that mean? What Joanne, what's going on? And I'm like, they can't find a heartbeat, it means my baby might have died.
Okay,
and that was heartbreaking, having to ring Tom to tell him that was a possibility.
And there was nothing I could do because
you had the kids.
I had Aaron and Kira, sorry, and again I couldn't drive. There was nothing I could do.
And when the specialists come in, eventually they did find Leila's heartbeat, but it was weak, and they said I had to go home and rest and go back in a few days for scanning. But luckily she's here. But the pregnancy was scary, and I think when you have a poorly child and you seeing how poorly the kids were, it's nerve-wracking.
Yeah.
Knowing that it could happen. And she's got asthma, but she's a little diva. Now she's a little diva.
She's definitely a little something, she is.
But since then, the kids have had their fair share of hospital stays,
You
haven't
can
they?
put her in your bedroom, that's fine.
And you have always stepped up and spent Leila's pumpkin. Spent the night in hospital. You've had the nights on the bedroom floor.
Nights on the bedroom floor.
There's times because Aaron chokes on food, when he choked on that carrot and it was stuck and he's stuck for days, wasn't it?
Yeah.
You spent days in hospital.
We spent about 2 or 3 days in hospital. We did.
I stayed at home with Kira, and because Leila was a baby.
No, you were still pregnant.
Was I pregnant?
You were still pregnant, yeah.
Oh well, there we have it.
And the reason why I know you were still pregnant because we still lived.
Elsica.
No, we still lived in Hoyland at that point. Yeah, 100%.
Because I can remember having to get a taxi.
No, I'm right. Trust me,
Yeah.
I'm right.
How does it make you feel seeing now that you've been in the kid's life for 9 years now, and you're the only dad that they know because they can't remember their biological dad. He he stopped even trying, didn't
Did
he?
he stop trying? He never, not like she never stopped him.
I did at
Well,
one
you did-
point
you
because
did.
he was on drugs and he was threatening work.
Yeah, you did that.
But if he'd have showed willing, we would have given him the opportunity.
What I meant to say, you didn't stop him without
Yeah.
good reason.
Exactly.
You wouldn't, like, if he were a decent fella.
I would never take that away from him
No.
if he were decent. But from you being the only dad figure that they've ever known, how does it make you feel now when Aaron has to go in for surgery and when Kira has a seizure?
Don't.
How they're suffering, how does that make you feel? How do you cope? I have my ways, I lock myself away, don't I?
No.
When I know they've got to have
Yeah.
an operation, or when I know something's wrong,
But I know
I hide myself. I get through it, you're on autopilot,
I know.
you power through, but I
I
hide
know
myself
I
away and I read or I listen to music. How do you, what's your coping method? What's your advice to
It's
others?
your toast, not mine. Yes.
I really don't know.
You got me one.
Sometimes you
I've
block
got-
it out, don't you?
I
You try
I try-
acting tough to be that. He's a softie at heart. You try acting tough to keep it together for me, don't you?
yeah. But
You try and
I'm not right sure what coping methods I'd suggest.
for you, I think sometimes
I
you'll go for a drive.
That's what I was just gonna say. Sometimes if things get a bit much, I like a little bit of a drive just because I'm really into my cars and that kind of thing, and so sometimes a little drive on a night time, just me, it'll really chill me out. That's probably one of my biggest coping methods.
Yeah, you do that when it gets a bit more.
Yeah. And it might sound daft to some people, but everybody's got their own ways of coping.
How do you feel when Kira has a meltdown?
When she has a meltdown and she starts getting, I hate to say it, but when she starts getting violent,
It's you that
It's-
she beats up, isn't it?
yeah, it's terrifying.
You come out of it a broken man every time, don't you?
Yeah, it never gets any easier. It gets worse every time.
Because she gets stronger.
She does.
She gets stronger.
She's very strong.
What's your advice to other parents that are having to go through the same as that? As with autism, the meltdowns, the violence. Mine is
Don't take it to heart.
because it's not them,
It's not them. It is them,
but it's the autism that's controlling it.
because when she comes round from it, she's very apologetic and
And she doesn't even know she's
no,
done
she
it,
doesn't.
doesn't she now?
No. So never take it to heart.
Never blame yourself. Never think that it's because of you, and that they hate you because they don't.
No. It's just.
It's just
It's
the
just.
autism.
It's just. Yeah.
That's a bit of a bugger. It is
Bugger.
a bugger.
Bugger.
It's not a bit of a bugger. It is a bugger.
It's a beep.
Yeah, it is. Because it is. I don't think it ever gets easier, and I think it might get harder as she gets older.
Mm-hmm.
And there's knowing that she doesn't know what's going on most of the time.
Some things do.
Can't
So,
control
as
it.
she's getting older, some things are getting maybe some
Our
things are.
epilepsy's
Some
a little bit more controlled now than what it used to. I'd rather have the seizures that she has now than she
Then
used to.
yeah, because the seizures when she were a baby, you were still asked for ages. But what would you
They
say?
were horrid.
What would you say?
weren't
Good 5 minutes.
Yeah, like the first few were like 7 minutes long, and then after that they were just under 5 minutes.
Now we're lucky if they last 10 seconds, and that's only every few months.
Yeah,
Once
the
every
longest
few
ones that she has now are maybe up to a minute,
months.
but they used to be violent,
Yeah,
didn't they?
yeah. They're not even. they're not even that violent anymore.
Yeah,
And she
doesn't
comes round
lash about as much as she used to.
and she comes round a lot quicker after, because she used to.
She didn't.
She
She
was-
used to forget how to walk, didn't she?
Yeah, she used to go very lame and she go to sleep after, wouldn't she? Nah, she'll come round. She'll have a bit of a cry and that, and then
Sit down for a bit and
then it'll be like it's never happened.
yeah, and you think, God, how she does it? I don't know. Because we then sit there and think,
Yeah, and
What
and,
nice.
and we just all that you want to do is sit
and they
there.
come from nowhere, don't they?
Yeah, all that you want to do is sit there and cry, but then a few minutes later she's forgot all about it and she's
Yeah.
back to laughing and playing again.
As a parent, all you ever want to do is make your kids better.
Mhm.
And knowing that they've got something that you can't make better, how does that make you feel?
Horrible.
Because you can't take it away, can
You
you?
can't take it away. The
I'm
only
filling up because
the only
it
thing
breaks me.
the only thing you can do is
Smile.
smile, wing it.
Wing it, big time. You don't get there's handbooks for having a baby and stuff like that and bringing a baby up. There's no handbook for how to raise a child with additional needs and health problems, and there's nothing, is there, to help you through that and to advise you. Then you just wing it. Every day is different.
You just gotta hope and pray for best.
Yeah.
You'll have your good days and
But
bad
it's
days.
it is so rewarding, because them little things that don't mean much to other people mean
The world
massive
to us. Yeah.
to us. When she drank through a straw for the first time, because she just didn't understand it, it was huge. When she tried popcorn,
Yeah.
and we're like, when she tries a new food and you
when she-
try not to make such a big deal out of it, because if you do, she panics. And we're inside screaming. Nope. But if you do, that, and it means the world, and we brag about it, and it's not much to other people, is it? But it is absolutely massive to us.
Mhm.
It is. I think having them with their needs, I would take if I could, I'd take it all away, because I hate that they suffer. But when you think about it, it's what makes them
Yeah.
them.
And I wouldn't change.
They are unique and amazing, and I wouldn't change a thing about them, because that is what makes them them.
We
I don't want them to suffer, but they are amazing and inspirational little kids who go through hell.
They
But
definitely keep us going.
yeah,
Because we'd crumble without them.
definitely. They are. Being a parent to kids like that, it's huge.
It's scary. It can be scary, can't it?
Oh, terrifying.
But
I think being a parent in general is scary.
yeah.
It is. But being a parent to kids that have health issues that could, in worst case scenario, could kill them, it's life affirming, I think, and life changing. Everybody that meets them are amazed, aren't they? There's not one person that's met them kids that hasn't smiled.
No, it's true. It's true. Our kids bring joy
To everybody. Because they just think, God, man, you've got people down the street that'll complain over a cold and think they're dying, and then you've got Aaron who, like the day that he's had surgery, running around.
Mhm.
That time when he nearly died, he had that infection on his heart, and he genuinely nearly died, didn't he?
Yeah.
And the next, everybody said, get the family here, like it's time. And the next day, you would never have
The
even
next day,
thought of it.
he was still in hospital, but he was running around.
He was a completely different kid, and the nurses are like, what? How has that even happened? And you'd just think that they'd be in bed all the time,
No.
not able to do anything, feeling sorry
He's
for.
literally the strongest boy, man. He's literally the strongest
The
boy I
bounce
know.
back, don't they? Is what, you know, like, your advice to other men that, well, other fathers and people who are going to step up to the plate. Your advice to them if them kids have issues, what do you say?
I have to say that Kira is here. That's what I have to say.
Boom.
Right at this minute, Kira is just pulling up on school bus, so I am going to have to go outside and get her. So excuse me.
The life is chaos in this house, but I don't think Tom would have it any other way. We're gonna see if Kira's in a good mood now. Let's hope so. Just mine. I am so impressed with her today because she's touched a snake and a tortoise, and I'm scared of snakes. I'm literally petrified, and Kira's touched a snake today, so I'm so impressed. She's got no fear. She is one of them kids that genuinely isn't scared of anything. I don't think, because of her condition, I don't think danger computes to her. Oh, who is it?
Calm down,
Hello.
Mommy.
Hello. Do you want to say hello? Say hi, guys.
Hello.
So hello. Who's touched a snake?
Me.
Did you touch a snake today?
And a hamster.
And a hamster, I think, and a rabbit.
And a rabbit.
And a tortoise.
Yeah, tortoise, yeah.
How amazing are you?
To walk like this.
Walks really slow.
No, so do it on the turtle.
Doesn't she not have any fear?
Not one bit. Not one bit of fear.
I
I think she once held a tarantula at school, didn't she?
Oh, no.
That is the only thing in the world I'm afraid of. I've said it.
No, I think I'm afraid of the one thing I'm afraid of is something taking me kids.
Well, that.
They're living with the conditions that they've got and knowing that they could steal them
I
from
just meant
Yeah.
like living, other living thing, like creature kind
Yeah.
of thing.
That's the only thing
That's
that
what I
I'm
meant.
scared
That's
of.
what- that's what I meant.
skeleton.
Yeah. But yeah, I do think Kira manages to process danger.
Cup.
Oh, yeah,
Descendants
sure,
cup. You
sure,
want a
she wants-
Descendants cup?
she asked
I
me
will
this
find
morning.
you a Descendants cup.
I
will-
want a descendant's glass.
Right, I will search the internet and see what we can find.
I want some Descendants underpants.
Do ya? Nice.
No.
Just
I
kidding.
want descendants
kidding.
normal clothes.
So,
I want
guys.
descendants normal clothes.
Okay. Oh, tea time craziness. So, guys, this is
Come on.
Descendants.
this is us
Oh,
just winging it
Yeah, every day,
every
every
day.
day, literally every out of every day.
We hope that you will join us every week for Yakety Yak Tom Talks Back to get how Tom feels and how Tom
Come
goes
on.
through it, and he'll talk more about how it
We'll
makes
just
him
cut off. Man,
feel
we'll cut off.
seeing the kids suffer, and also seeing on the next one we'll talk about how it's made you feel seeing me go from a healthy mum to a poorly mum.
Yeah.
I want that
So-
mom.
Next episode of Yakety Yak Tom
Oh,
Talks
that's
Back,
funny.
he'll talk more on
Want to-
seeing me fight depression and fibromyalgia. Yeah?
Yeah. It's
We'll
flipping tough.
we'll talk about that on the next episode.
No, I'm just saying it's flipping tough.
So thank you for joining us. We hope you've liked it. Please like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and join us on our crazy journey, just winging it through life.
And we'll see you next time.
Bye!